have made it to Forster, Tuncurry. So I'm now heading over to this long and wobbly bridge to get me from Tuncurry to Forster, or from Forster to Tuncurry. I'm not sure which side I'm on or which I'm going to, but yin to the yang, let's just say that. G'day mate, how are you? So yeah, there's possibly a cabin on offer here. And since I've been up since 3:30, I've been yawning all bloody morning. I'm feeling pretty robust at the moment, but it'd probably be good if there were a cabin. I could just laundry up, get a gift for my son, get that sent off, get a few errands out of the way before pressing south for Newcastle. I also do need to sit down and strategize for the next leg because I'm not sure how far I can go along the coast. I think I can go a fair distance, but I might be driven inland again. And the motorway and all of that, which the motorway is just straight toil. It's not pleasant, but it's all right. And the toil is part of my quest. You can't have a quest without having to do some hard work. Otherwise it wouldn't be called a quest. It would be called a holiday. So this is Captain Australia's big holiday. No, so I'm on a quest, and it's to basically heal myself, repair myself, and save the world. Save the world, you ask? Well, that's all based on the old Hebrew saying that if you save but one life, you save the world entire. So I just want to raise enough money to save one child's life. So that's what the Kids Cancer Project is all about. It's about the research into paediatric cancer. 950 Aussie children affected every year. 20% of them do not survive treatment. That's 3 a week who die. And the remainder suffer the same chronic, profound health complications and issues that I did with my own fight with stage 4 cancer. So that's what it's all about. Because I think we've got new people coming in and checking it out. I need to explain that every time. I do think I am not as widely known here in Forster, Tuncurry. In the towns prior, I'd been getting all these claps on the back and handshakes and little spontaneous applause and stuff. Here I'm getting a lot more confused looks, which is all good. I've always been a fan of the confused look, to be honest. So I'll show you this bridge. As you can see behind me, big long bridge will look across the inlet there, and that's where we're going to cross. So once I get over there, I'll find a place to just sort of sit down and situate myself for a bit and plan out the next leg. But the next major destination from here is Newcastle. I met a lovely young bloke called Des, who he said he got mugged in Newcastle and that there's a real problem with ice, meth. So that it's become quite a dangerous place. I'm not going to shape my expectations around fear of a bad outcome, so I'm just going to go there and see for myself. But in my experience, addicts, people medicating to solve a problem in their life, for the most part, they've still, I don't know if you've heard the story, you might only have just joined us, but when I first started, I was having horrible leg cramps under a bridge at Logan, and this guy jumped the fence and helped me like he's my old nana. And he was a big Maori guy, and he had tattoos all over. His hand was bleeding because he had been fighting that day. So he's a guy who's done some stuff. But he had a great pool of compassion and kindness and a willingness to help someone in distress. So I just have to lean into that we all have that. That we all have that seed of goodness in us. And so if Newcastle is as rough as Des has told me, well, so be it. If I have to find myself sleeping in an alley in Newcastle, I'm going to sleep in an alley in Newcastle. And we'll see what happens. And like I said, without a bit of suffering, without a bit of work, it's not a quest. Without a bit of risk, it's not an adventure. So that's the long and short of it. So let me show you Forster, Tuncurry. Hey, where are we? Flip the screen around. Oh, it's a bit glary. Okay. So I think this is the Tuncurry side. That's the inlet. And over the other end it's Forster. So assuming you can hear me okay, we're just crossing the bridge. And
yeah, the big walk, really, Kids Cancer Project, we all know about that. Pediatric cancer, any cancer is a shit show, to be honest. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. But pediatric cancer is just wrong. It should not be. The idea of children going through that kind of ordeal is just wrong. So, that's the fundamental cause. And aside from that, I'm just trying to strip everything back in my life and go on a pilgrimage, take it back to nature, rebuild the basic elements of my humanity, my hope, my ethics, just refine myself after being a ghost for too many years. And so this bridge is really interesting. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it goes down and up. It's like a wobble bridge. It's kind of fun to walk over, to be honest. So we're going to get over the other side to Forster and figure out how to get to Newcastle. And there may or may not be a cabin on offer here, and if there is, then I'll gratefully take that hospitality and I'll use it as a chance to do a bit of laundry and catch up on a few errands before pressing south. So that's it in a nutshell. So having covered all the information, what shall we do now? That's quite shallow under this bridge. I reckon that's like shin deep. There's like a big sandbar or something down there. Okay, so, well, we could do a bridge crossing wrap. Shall we do that? No, we should not do that. Oh yeah, we're crossing a bridge. It's not like a fridge. That's all I got, yeah. What else can rhyme with fridge and bridge? Widget, a smidge. Oh, we have a comment. Let me take a quick look at that. I went there a couple of days ago. I left the 19th. I'm so annoyed I didn't get to see you on the bridge. Sorry, Natalie. Anybody who does want to meet me, if you're in an area that I'm going through, hit me up on Messenger. Have a cup of coffee, say good day. I have no qualms at all about, making room to meet some of you wonderful people. So when we were there, we saw about 30 dolphins. No kidding. I've been walking along the coastline for yonks. I haven't seen any little pods of dolphins or anything. I would be so bloody delighted. What do we got here? Good morning. Nice to see the flag blowing in the breeze. 41 here in Perth today. Whoa, jeez. 41. Like, I've had some bloody horrible hot days here where the temperature was only just like 29 or so. Like in Brisbane, I was doing practice walks and it got up to 36 and it was quite tolerable. But I think it's the dry heat here that was quite striking. I don't know if that Perth heat is humid or dry, but yeah, it sounds a little unpleasant. I'd be staying indoors there, mate. So, all these trucks. Hey, maybe I can do a daily donut dare of doom. There's a truck coming. All right, I'll try and get him to do the boom boom. Hang on. Let's see. I don't know if you need to see me or him. I'm going to do a big truck dare. Oh, here's one too. We'll go boom boom. Hey, he did do it. Boom boom. Okay, kinda. Do a short one. Alright, how about this guy? Let's go boom boom. Yes! Daily donut dare boom done! Mission accomplished. It wasn't a big old blast, but I got a couple of toots from truckers. Okay. Sorry, that one's been on my list for a little while. Very simple daily donut dare. I have to get some truckers to boom boom. I think I just got 2, and that counts. So they are collected, dare done. Ha! You think you're a supervillain. Give me a better dare than that. So now I've still got to do a flamingo one and a googly eyes one. Otherwise, I think I'm much more up to date with my dares. So yeah, crossing this lovely bridge. As you can see, there's the inlet over there. Very nice. And yeah, I think we've said everything that needs to be said, so now we're just down to jibber jabber. Forster Tuncurry Bridge is awesome. Yeah, I like it. It's, great. And the area is beautiful. Looks like a lot of good swimming and fishing. And yeah, I just like the way the bridge sort of up and down, up and down. So if I could think of more words that rhymed with bridge, or a way to switch it to something else, I could have thrown you a remarkable bridge rap. Not that I'm a rapper, but aside from that, I have no other skills to entertain with. What I do is walk. Yep, that's my ability. Common to toddlers from the age of 3 and up. Anyway, so it looks like there's a really nice park over on the other side of the bridge. I might set up there for a bit and just strategize, figure out what next. So we have another comment. Beach bums at Forster main beach, yummy breakfast and great view. I don't think I could handle a breakfast, to be honest. I had a big breakfast yesterday and a big burger at an evening meal, and I still feel very full. I just had a coffee with this lovely young man, Des, who wants to join the Royal Flying Doctor Service. So he's trained up as a nurse and providing disabled care. He's a young guy, just 18 years old. He's got this great vision for his life. I wish him every success at it. So I'm really enjoying the people that I'm meeting as well. It's sometimes a little hard to share those conversations, mainly because I'm shy. I'll try and do a better job of asking when I meet someone if they'd like to share it with the world. But some of these people are just wonderful, and Des is wonderful. Okay, almost across the bridge. I need to figure out how far down the coast I can get towards Newcastle without getting, stopped by a waterway. So I'm going to sit down and study some maps, and probably need to wash my undies. I've got like 5 pair, and I think 3 of them are needing for a wash. Sent your message. Oh, cabin booked. Oh, okay. Well, that's lovely, Lynette. Who is Lynette? Well, she's an international woman of mystery, and she is also the adopted mum of Captain Australia's Big Walk. So she's been able to haggle a cabin, which is lovely. So, Lynette, yes, I will check the details, and I'll head there now. And thank you so much for your kindness. And I'm really freaked out because I think there were a number of people, when I roll into any sort of a town or city, a number of people are like ringing ahead and, oh, Captain Australia needs a place to stay. Can you help him out? But I'm humbled and delighted and a little bit shy. And I'm also fine sleeping rough. Newcastle, g'day. How you doing? Yeah, cheers, mate. There's people down there on a jet ski. Have a look at them. G'day. Can you see them? With the screen so glary, I can't quite see what you can see. Walking to Melbourne for a charity called the cheers, buddy. Thank you. Hope you're having fun on your jet ski there. It looks awesome. Yeah. I will, brother. You take care of yourself. Cheers. Lovely. So he knows what's going on, saw it on the news, and wishes every success. That's very kind and great. But another comment. Lynette, he doesn't want breakfast this morning. I'm dobbing Simon into you. Oh, crap. Come on. Don't tell my mum. I'm an old man. I shouldn't have to avoid, yeah, look, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want breakfast. I don't think I have capacity for it. So I'm still, I'll say I'm still probably about, 10 kilos overweight. But my capacity, as my waist shrinks, so too does my capacity. And although I am using the energy with all the walking, I just had 2 big meals yesterday. So, I just don't feel on any level hungry. But I will later. And of course, whether you feel hungry or not, you need to eat. You need protein to rebuild and calories for energy and all of that stuff. So, I'm sorry, Mum. I'll do better. So I'm going to get down under this beautiful tree here, check out this park, and then I'll read about this cabin. Now, if anybody watching this now or at any point has been ringing around trying to get me a bed at Forster Tuncurry, please stop. I've got one. Thank you so much for your kindness, though. I couldn't be more delighted and touched and humbled by that. Okay, so this is this nice little park here, which we're going to go and sit down and do a bit of a stock take. Figure out, oh, there's a nice German Shepherd. You see him? Hello, mate. G'day, how you doing? I love German Shepherds. They are a great, smart breed of dog. Which way are you going, son? Head to Tuncurry, Twin Dolphins Holiday Park. Okay, so that's Lynette, right? But when I read that son, it's like, hey, son, what you doing? And it's like a, buffet thing to say. So I need to go back over that bloody bridge, don't I? It's a pretty bridge, though. Look at that. So I'm in Forster, and now I need to loop around back. But, hey, for a warm, safe bed, that's a loop worth making. What I'm going to do is put this down. Have a little sit down for half a sec. Whoops. Got all me wires and all me banners and all me stuff. And now we can just sort of finish off the stream. So behind me is the inlet and the bridge back to Tuncurry. So I'll plug the address of this place into a map and go there. I do want to wander around some shops today. That's going to be a great opportunity to just sort of... So it's my middle son's birthday coming up on the 4th of February, so it's still a distance away. But I want to make sure he has something from me and that it definitely gets there before. I don't know how much the postal deliveries are affected by, there's COVID outbreaks all over the place, so they might be slowed down from their normal delivery times, all that sort of stuff. So I just want to make sure he has something from me. Just a card telling him how much his daddy loves him, and a little gift if I can find something nice. And maybe I'll drop a little bit of cash in there as well. Who doesn't love cash, We've got a comment down the main street of Forster, beautiful shops. Yeah, cool. Once I get rid of the backpack and I have a safe place where I can leave it, I bounce around like Superman. It's a fabulous feeling. I can run. I couldn't run a year ago, but now I could run indefinitely with the pack off. Check PJ's out down the main street, and somebody gave me a tip about another, like a little curio shop that might have some nice gifts and stuff to check out. Yeah, so I just want to find something nice for him. He's a sweethearted boy, and he may watch this someday. So let me talk about him for a minute. So his name's Sullivan. All my sons have S names. My name is an S name as well. I'm Simon James, and my father was Stephen Jeffrey. I never knew my dad, but my wife noticed the theme of naming and felt that we should keep that tradition. So all of my children are SJs as well. So there's Spencer, Sullivan, and Sheldon, and Sully's the guy in the middle. He was diagnosed early on as autistic on the spectrum, but he is thriving. So he's doing so wonderful now. He goes to mainstream school. He's smart as a whip. He's such a smart little kid, and he's got this it's like a reserved sweetness. So when he says, I miss you, he he does, and it hurts your heart a little bit. But he has this way that he says it that it's just a gravity to him, like an old soul. So he's a sweet, lovely kid. And I'm sad that I'm going to miss his birthday. So I want to do a bit of shopping and send him something nice. Why am I covering the A? What does the A stand for? Australia. Or maybe something less flattering. They used to call me Atman because I had like the A inside a circle. It was like the idea was a shield, but it just looked like the at symbol. Charlotte, anyone can be a father, but it takes awesomeness to be a dad. You have that, Simon. Stand proud. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I realised that as a result of the fight with cancer, I was underperforming as a dad. I might very well have been getting a 7 or whatever out of 10. Like I was still doing a comparatively good job because I've always geared my life towards, blossoming the love that I have for those kids. But I realised I hadn't ever taken my sons fishing, and everything was a bit hard and, just a bit difficult. And then COVID killed my travel insurance company, and, just there were just so many excuses. So instead of leaning into, the good stuff, the solutions, and making stuff happen, and being active and agile, and just basking in the love, I became like a back foot parent, I think. So the best and the finest thing that I'm going to get from this big walk when I come out is this blissful motivation to do better as a dad. Get a 10 out of 10, push for that. Because there's no finer report card, I think, in life than the one your children give you when they grow up. Anyway, and I have every reason to hope to be around for that too. Last year maybe I had doubts about that, but now I have every reason to expect to survive, which is lovely. Oh crap, I'm going on an old man ramble. Sorry. So yeah, I'll head over to this cabin. That's great. And Lynette, sorry if you're still there and watching. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. It's like all of these people working in the bat cave to kind of, smooth the road for Batman so he can focus on the kung fu. And that's just lovely of you. Thank you so much. I couldn't be more humbled and grateful. So I'll go set up. I'll dump off the bag, and do a little bit of shopping, I think. Lovely. Okay. So is there anything else? Oh, we got a comment. We like our comments. Captain, love your name theme. I'm one of 3, and we're all G's. Cool. Keep rambling. Love hearing about your family. Oh, cheers. And we are your support team. Yeah. Thank you. No, I do. I genuinely feel as though I've been adopted. And I feel like the world's biggest kid, dressed up, oldest kid just dressed up. And I'm doing things physically that were out of the question a year ago. And it's great. It is making me stronger. Just moving my body in ways and with strength that it's just the demands of the road. Like I'll be in a hammock having to twist around to find a way to urinate without getting out of the hammock. I'm sorry. Or to tie some knots underneath and around, and I have to contort my body and, just to tie the tarp down again without getting out of the hammock in the rain. And it's just, I feel as though I'm doing like this process of just basic rebuilding of my body. What have we got here? Thanks, Charlotte. Got to make sure he eats properly, otherwise he won't make the journey. The only thing that's stopping me on this journey is profound injury or death, mate. I'm making this bloody journey. I'm in it too. I'm going. David says, let's cross that river when we come to it, literally long. Yeah, I will, David. When I get to the thing, I'll get on the Wi-Fi and I'll scout all that stuff out. But actually, mate, David, you've been such a help with the Manning River crossing. If you're geared towards looking into this, I did so it's captainaustralia.online. If you plug that into your search engine, captainaustralia.online. So it's a little blog I made during my practice walks, but there's a tab on there with an itinerary, and you'll see one. It's like Port Macquarie to Newcastle, and I had mapped it out, and I'm pretty sure there was like a coastal pathway that I'd mapped out that involved crossing maybe bridges at a couple of points, and then there was like a ferry across a waterway. Weirdly, whatever I had used at my computer at home was more, hello, how you doing? Oh, what the hell are you doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Deb from Blackhead. Yeah, g'day. G'day. Lovely to see you, Deb. You too. Do you want to say hello to the world? Hi, world. We're just doing a stream. Hi, world. Hi, Deb. So this is lovely Deb, who saw me fed with a burger yesterday and took me to the Blackhead Bowling Club and had me spruiked over the microphone and took the video of that lovely little kid, Link. So if you've seen that, this is the camera person, mate. Yeah, so delightful to see you again.
And you too. We had to come into town, and I just was watching you live.
Oh, okay. So bang, in you come to say good day.
If you've got a double bag, did you want me to drop your pack off?
Oh, I'm super strong with the pack, yeah, today. All good. And I've got my flag up so people are, getting a bit of a shortcut to understanding what it's about. Yeah. So I'll wonder that. Thank you so much, though, again, for the unrelenting kindness. I'm very grateful.
You're very welcome.
And sorry, I'm in the middle of an old man ramble, so I might just say goodbye and everything. You've got a few high debs and stuff in here. That's the beauty in you, Captain, just a big kid. Maybe. I don't know. Do you think I'm a big kid? Yeah. I think you got some consensus, mate. Oh, my beard. My pink beard is now, it just looks like I've dipped it in fairy floss or something. I don't want to re-dye it pink, though. That Daily Donor Dare's done. All right, and I got another one off the book, so I want formal credit for it. We were crossing the bridge. Honk, honk. I got 2 truckers to honk. So that's the Daily Donor Dare of Doom. Trucker honk, honker trunker. I know what I'm saying. She's laughing. Don't laugh at me. Yeah, bonker trucker, something, whatever. But that Daily Donor Dare of Doom is done. I get full credit for that. Okay, ask Deb, ask her direction. Hi, Deb, ask her directions. Yeah, I'll figure it all out. So I'm going to set up. Bye, Simon. Bye, Deb, says Gail. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for your kindness. It's wonderful. It's nourishing. You're all beautiful. So grateful for you. I'm going to go sort this cabin out and get all washed and, powered up and all that sort of stuff. So thank you so much. Here's Deb. Say bye, Deb.
Hooroo.
Hooroo, says Deb. Lovely. All the best. Take care of yourselves. Cheers. And again, sorry, a last shout out to Des. Desi, mate, it was a pleasure to meet you. What a lovely young man. 18 years old. He's done his nursing and disabled care certificate, and he's looking for a job with the Royal Flying Doctors. So if you have a connect in the Royal Flying Doctors, he works at a cafe just off the break point at Tuncurry. Track this young man down. He's an ethical, big-hearted human person. He's got a lot of contacts in bush towns. Look him up. All right, all the best. Take care of yourselves. See you later.